They called my name at dawn. I didn't know why. I was just another soldier, bloodied from 10 years of war outside Troy's walls. When I reached the beach, I saw it, a thing I could hardly believe. A giant horse taller than any tower, its wooden frame still smelling of fresh-cut pine. Men swarmed over it, hammering, binding, sealing beams into place. I asked a comrade what madness this was. He only spat and said, "A gift for Athena, and we are to hide inside it." My stomach turned. I thought it a jest at first, but when the commanders spoke, there was no laughter. The plan was simple: climb into the beast, wait, and strike when the city slept. We would be shadows in its belly, the final trick to end a decade of blood. So I climbed the ladder and vanished into darkness, not knowing if I would ever leave it alive. Inside the horse, pressed shoulder to shoulder with grim-faced men, I realized the truth. This wasn't bravery. This was burial, and I was sealing myself inside a coffin made of wood. By day, we had dragged the monstrous horse to the gates, pretending it was an offering to Athena. From the cracks in the planks, I watched the Trojans gather, their voices echoing with wonder and suspicion. Some begged to burn it, others to haul it inside as a trophy. When the gates opened and they pulled us into the city, my heart thundered. We had fooled them. The trap was set. Inside, it was stifling. Dozens of us crammed shoulder to shoulder, our spears clutched tight, every creak of the wood a threat to betray us. The hours dragged like years. We could hear music and laughter outside, the Trojans feasting in celebration of what they thought was their victory. But inside, sweat soaked our tunics, and fear clawed at our throats. No one dared whisper. Only the pounding of hearts filled that dark chamber. Night fell. Through slits in the wood, I saw torches flicker, then fade as Troy sank into drunken sleep. My muscles ached, my stomach churned. A man to my left fainted, caught by those beside him before he could fall with a thud. The silence was unbearable. We all knew the command would come soon, but every moment stretched on like an eternity. It was as if the gods themselves held their breath. At last, a faint flame flickered in the distance, the signal from Sinon outside. Our commander whispered the order, barely audible but sharp as a blade. Now. We pried the hatch open, the wooden boards groaning like thunder in the silence. One by one we slipped into the night, blades drawn, armor glinting under moonlight. The city lay still, unguarded, blind to the death that crept within its walls. We moved like shadows, spreading through the sleeping streets. The gates of Troy groaned open as we signaled the fleet, hiding beyond the horizon to return. Soon the city was crawling with warriors pouring in from the shore. Fire blossomed on rooftops, screams tore the night apart. I cut down men as they stumbled from their beds, half drunk, unarmed. The glory of Troy burned before my eyes, and yet I felt no triumph, only dread. Death waited on every street, only flames devoured temples. Priam's palace cracked with the clash of steel as even the king lay lifeless on the stones. I held the flag of my people high as we stormed the citadel, but the cries of the dying echoed in my chest. We had won, yes, but the gods had cursed us too. No man leaves such a night untouched. I was inside the belly of the horse when Troy fell. I carried the memory of smoke, fire, and screams for the rest of my days. They call it victory, but I know what it was. The night when men became monsters, and a city was devoured from within. And I was there, hidden in the dark, waiting for the world to end.